Former NFL wide receiver Vincent Jackson may have died several days before he was declared dead at his Tampa area hotel room earlier this week, it has been revealed. A Hillsborough County, Florida, medical examiner's report states that on both Saturday and Sunday hotel staff entered the room, where they saw the 38-year-old Jackson slouched over on the couch, apparently asleep. They assumed he was sleeping and left the room, read the initial case summary provided to ESPN and TSB Monday. After seeing Jackson in the same position, hotel staff called 911. He was pronounced dead later that morning. There was no trauma to the body other than a small laceration on a toe, according to the medic. A cause of death has not been released and a formal autopsy report could take several months. Medical examiner spokesperson Michelle Van Dyke told DIA the medical examiner's office did not immediately respond to DailyMail.com's request for the details about the timeline of Jackson's death emerged Thursday as the New York Times reported that his family had donated his brain to Boston University's CTE Center. Scientists will study Jackson's brain for signs of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative disease linked to repeated blows to the head that has afflicted many retired NFL. Jackson played 155 games in an NFL career that spanned 2005-16. His family believes that he suffered from concussions, Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister told the MJ Morning Show this week. It is unclear how many concussions Jackson may have suffered in his career. Vincent, being who he was, would have wanted to help as many people as possible, said Allison Girl, a spokeswoman for the Jackson family, told the news it's something his family wanted to do to get answers to some of their. Share this article. Jackson had been staying at the hotel since January 11, according to ESPN. His family filed a missing persons report February 11, and deputies located him at the hotel February 12 and spoke. The missing persons case was canceled, and deputies deemed Jackson fit to stay at the hotel. Both ESPN and TMZ noted that the death report mentioned Jackson having a history of alcohol use and smokeless tobacco use. The report said Jackson was not a known drug user. Chronister described Jackson as an alcoholic during a radio interview this week. We got the autopsy report that will be released today showed, unfortunately, he suffered from chronic alcoholism, Chronister told the MJ. According to Chronister, Jackson had long-standing health conditions that contributed to his passing because of some alcohol. Chronister added some speculation, saying that the family believes that Jackson suffered from well, this is true speculation, but what the family is telling me is that he suffered from CTE. They believe he had a lot of concussion problems, and when you suffer from that, you're not. The family believes, wholeheartedly, all of these actions are the result of what he suffered while he was playing in the NFL. Concussions may not be the only culprit when it comes to CTE. Many researchers like Boston University Associate Professor Goldstein, MD, PhD, now believe subconcussive hits also play a major part in. That means seemingly harmless contact throughout a football game could also be a contributing factor to. A straight-A student in high school who was accepted to attend Columbia, Jackson instead received a partial scholarship to play football and basketball at Northern Colorado before being drafted by the San Diego Chargers in the second round of the 2005 NFL draft. Following a contract dispute in San Diego, Jackson signed with Tampa Bay in 2012, earning the last of his 3 Pro Bowl. He finished his career with 57 receiving touchdowns. As a member of a military family, Jackson was very active with veteran charities, such as his own Action 83 Foundation. We are all mourning the loss of our beloved Vincent Jackson. His wife, Lindsay, and family ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time, the foundation tweeted Monday. I have no words, ESPN's Jenna Lane tweeted. I'm in complete shock. I needed to go over what this is crushing in every possible way. Vincent Jackson was a cherished member of the Buccaneers in our community. For those who didn't follow Vincent Jackson's career in Tampa, he and his wife Lindsay put on baby showers for military. They wrote a series of children's books to help families cope with deployment. He represented everything that was good about. We loved him. Local sports anchor Chris Fisher tweeted, terribly sad to hear about Vincent Jackson, one of the sincerest players and people I've had the chance to know. Did so much charity in Tampa Bay and work with military personnel. My heart goes out to his wife Lindsay, their family and his #Bucks. What is chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE? Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, is a degenerative brain disease that is caused by repeated hits over time. These hits result in the accumulation of tau protein around the brain, which can lead to confusion, depression and eventually dementia. There have been several retired football players who have come forward with brain diseases, many of whom attribute their condition. More than 1,800 former athletes and military veterans have pledged to donate their brains to the Concussion Legacy Foundation for CTE. CTE was was usually associated with boxing before former NFL players began revealing. Several notable players who committed suicide were posthumously diagnosed with the disease, such as Junior Seau and Aaron Hernandez. While often connected to concussions, many researchers like Lee E. Goldstein, MD, PhD, an associate professor at Boston University, now believe subconcussive hits also play a major part in. Over the course of an NFL season, the overwhelming majority of hits are subconcussive, Goldstein told Daily Tom. I'm not saying the NFL is wrong for focusing on concussions, but I am saying their misprioritized advertisement